everyone, my name is Professor I.B. Secure. I'm the spokesperson for the Information Security Leadership Forum and joining you here today to introduce the first part in a series of educational videos on the academics methodology. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Security of information is a shared responsibility at all levels of an organization and extends to all its stakeholders. The likelihood of major incidents occurring and their consequences affecting an organization is increasing rapidly as our dependence on technology and information grows in all sectors of the global economy. For the seasoned information assurance professionals, antivirus, intrusion detection, firewall technology, etc., albeit continually evolving, these technologies are well known. The challenge is to somehow provide the rest of an organization's employee base with the requisite level of awareness, training, and education. While in the past, it was always a good thing to do, in today's world, it has become a necessity for a higher degree of assurance that a secure and sustainable foundation for the business's operation is present. The new critical frontier in the arsenal of defense controls for information assurance professionals is people. And that means every employee in an organization. Although not a new concept, it's fast becoming the new defense to protect valuable information from identity thieves, hackers, and industrial espionage experts. As the need grew over the years, a new methodology was developed to help organizations and is explained in this article to assist companies in designing, developing, implementing, and maintaining an information assurance learning program. The acronym for this methodology is appropriately entitled Academics. To help illustrate the methodology, in this series of articles, the topic will be presented in a dual approach. First, by introducing the concept by stage, and secondly, by supporting the concept with a case study of a large program developed for a global financial services company based in North America. The program ran for 2 years from concept to launch, then the accomplishment of the program's initial training objectives, and then finally into ongoing maintenance. It doesn't matter what your area of expertise is within various information assurance fields, or the topic you are developing it for. Academics is a flexible and extensible methodology that works for all needs. The methodology was developed drawing upon over 35 years of experience developing learning programs for the Department of Defense, Big Four consulting firms, IT service organizations, as well as healthcare and financial services companies in Canada and the United States. As a fundamental introduction to the topic, it makes sense to level set our understanding on definitions for key terms to ensure everyone is on the same page before moving forward into more in-depth conversation. To this end, let's embrace 3 key words, and then let's put context to them. These key words are awareness, training, and education. The definition of these are provided in the illustration on this page, which also helps to put each into context from a learning continuum perspective, as it illustrates a graduating design. The learning continuum concept was adopted from the U.S. National Institute for Standards and Technology, publication 800-50. and is used as a foundational understanding for building an information assurance or any other learning program for that matter using the academics methodology. Inevitably, the question arises, why use a methodology? Large-scale information assurance professionals are relatively new to us as a body of integrated information assurance industry. Therefore, using a methodology can be used to offset our lack of familiarity. Complexity is deceiving and easy to underestimate. Therefore, using a methodology guides us to consider all aspects that should be considered within the overall scope of the program. A written methodology demonstrates to senior management that you have focus and can offer organizational leadership on this type of initiative. And in the early 2000s, regulations and other obligations started to drive information assurance learning programs as a business imperative. Therefore, your success must be assured. Using a structured methodology will provide the guidance and structure to take you there. So what is an information assurance learning program? An information assurance learning program is a comprehensive program with a given theme developed by an organization based on a defined learning continuum and objectives. For clarification's sake, an information assurance learning program does not need to incorporate all levels of the learning continuum, but rather consider to what degree the organization needs dictate. What's equally important is to understand what an information assurance program is not, as too many people underestimate the challenge associated with one. It's not a one-time deal. It's not a silver bullet. It's not the answer to what keeps you up at night, but it's a good start. And it's not a slam dunk. And lastly, it's not unimportant by any means. So why implement an information assurance learning program? The obvious answer is that 40,000 employees of, say, Company A, educated by an information assurance learning program, can protect the information assets of the company better than a single department of 40 information assurance professionals can. In addition, the need to ensure success due to the growing standards and regulatory landscape that mandate an information assurance learning program has made it imperative, not optional. Some examples of which are GLBA and FFIEC guidelines, HIPAA, Computer Security Act, COSO, NERC, FISMA, ISO 27001, and many more. So what will academics do for me? Academics will guide you through a pragmatic flow from initiation to the rollout of your program, and finally to a state of ongoing maintenance. It does not prescribe any minimum criteria with respect to size or elements. Each program is unique, and there really are no boilerplates. This methodology has been developed based on real-life experience, not an academic exercise. As such, it has been field tested and gives you a structured approach to follow, affording a higher level of assurance for your success. The stages of the academics methodology are analysis, construct the governance, architect the program, design approach model, enter development, manufacture communications, initiate pilot, correct based on lessons learned, and structured rollout. To understand the output of each phase of the methodology, we offer the illustration at the bottom of this article, which illustrates each phase with its associated work product. In part 2 of this series, I will be breaking down and discussing the activity within phase 1 of the methodology, analysis. This is also when we will begin to introduce our case study to help bring the methodology to life for you for in-depth comprehension. Please note, as a strong supporter of the community, CIMA has contributed this methodology into a work project organized and led by the Information Security Leadership Forum. Upon completion, the ownership of the intellectual property for the new and improved version of the methodology will be transferred to the ISLF. We ask you now that it's time to get involved. Join this important work group and contribute to the community.